Now we are at slide 20, so I believe this will be the last part of my video. I hope that the lecture 2 we can get back into the momentum of doing it live, so that if there's any question you can interject in between, and that will make things more interesting, because now I've been doing like 5 parts of slides and it seems that I'm talking to myself, but hopefully my tone is not too boring, and then you can still catch up what I am trying to deliver. Alright, let's continue. Other examples of posts that can be a problem. First, sharing warnings of personal company information. We have all heard the stories like that one person who was fired when he shared the news that he had received a warning with all his contacts on LinkedIn. That news got relayed to his boss and he was out of job immediately. Posting about staffing decision, new product, or any private company information is usually not a good idea. A good rule of thumb, if your company hasn't shared the information online, means it hasn't been certified, means it's not sure, means no proper confirmation, means you do not have any authority to disseminate this news to the public. So hold off on to your post. Don't share it. Even lately that we are so active with mobile phones, most of the time we didn't really read the message and we got really shocked with it. Oh, today we have 5,000 COVID cases. Without checking the news is true or not, we just forward the message to another. So this is a wrong thing to do. So MCMC is the multimedia ministry department that is in charge of screening and filtering what to go on the air through the television or through the internet. So they have warned that whenever you want to disseminate something that is not from you, make sure you read and verify where's the source of this post coming from. If it's from Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, it's from Police Academy and so on, then you may share. Means it's true news. Otherwise, if it's just from an unknown person, or again some website that the name is improper or maybe very casual, not professional, then usually that kind of link or that kind of source, you do not want to post it to another. You do not want to forward this message content to another person, because it might not be true. It might just be a fictitious news to tarnish somebody's reputation or to get benefit out of doing so. So no negative comment about your job or your client. Don't post things like, I hate my job, I'm very tired, I keep looking at the clock, when the time is ticking, when it's going to be 5. If you write that on social media and it's going to be public, and if your boss happen to be not your friend but a friend of friends and so on, and then could view what you have wrote, then the chances that you're losing the job is very high, because since you claim that you don't like the job, so the company doesn't want to waste your time. The company will help you to dismiss yourself earlier than you expected. If you are friends or a co-worker and post something, details on your Facebook, Instagram or Twitter, posts can spread through the whole office, including to your manager, to the HR department. It's very easy for anyone to take a screenshot of your post too. So the easiest thing is what, whistle blower. So let's say usually we don't like to date people from our same company. First, this is because it's boring. The same person you meet for job 8-9 hours is going to be the person you share your personal life with. So it's boring to me. But however, most of us will end up taking colleagues as our lifetime partner. Maybe today we are not working in the same department, but previously they were in the same company. That makes them meet, and then that makes them end up getting married together. So that could be one way or another, the circle of friends that you are with, and then you engage more communication with. That's how you start to understand the person, and you end up being the lifetime partner of your colleague. So, however, everybody's love life is different, but still, you don't post too much. Think twice before posting how much you hate your job or how boring your job is. So, deceptive posts. Did you take a sick day, then you go shopping? Do not post the evidence online. Racist, sexist, or inappropriate comments. This is particularly problematic if the comments are about your co-workers or client. It can be very offensive, and if the issue goes viral and it is associated with your company, you are going to be in the hot soup. So, oh yeah, sorry, I need to get back to the story just now. So if you are dating your co-workers and you do not want the rest of the co-workers to know because it's still unstable and so on, so usually you want to hide it. But the moment you post a little thing on your social media, just a picture of you holding hand, just the hand without the face, without the body, without the rest, but because somebody recognized the watch that is being worn by the guy and the bracelet that is being worn by a girl, and they would know, oh, that is person A and person B. So again, just a reminder, if you do not want people to know, you don't post it publicly. No business wants to be bad PR that comes along with an employee's poorly worded or offensive tweet or Facebook post. So, job searching from work, many companies prohibit using work computer for personal business and job hunting. Employees have the right to check what's on your computer because it's not really yours, it belongs to the company. So, when you join a company, especially the we call MNC, multinational company like Intel, Dell, all that in the Silicon Valley, so they would always provide you with a single laptop. Reason being, laptop can mobile and then it's convenient for your work. But at the same time, they provide you the computer, so they already trace what you're doing with the computer. So don't put too many personal things in your work computer. And some company also actually trace the screen time of social media. Out of 8 hours, 9 hours, how many hours have you spent looking at social media? How many hours you go on Lazada? How many hours you go on YouTube? So there's a report, there's an engine, or there is an application behind that they have already installed. They will be able to trace what is the activity you do with that computer given to you by the company. So take care in what and how you post information online. Be smart. But how to be smart? Think before you post. Thinking before you post is really a good advice. Don't take a chance on jeopardizing your job, especially during this pandemic. A lot of people are jobless, are laid off. So if you have your job, be thankful and be contented. Do it properly with discipline and integrity. If you have any doubts, don't post it. Once you post it, hard, if not impossible, to take it back. Even a deleted Twitter or Facebook post, for instance, may be preserved through screenshot. The moment somebody see it and there's one copy, there wouldn't be the last copy that somebody can see. So anything that you do not want people to see, keep it confidential to yourself. Don't disclose proprietary information. Proprietary information means first-hand information about your employers online, either good or bad, because people are not ready to announce. So, and maybe you are not the right person to announce. So if it's a good news, ask permission to see. if you can post it. If it's not a good news, you better don't do it. Be intelligent. Don't post or send your resume around from work. Use your personal email account, your own device, if you are currently employed. Be prepared for the consequences if you post something inappropriate. The chances that somebody will see it and you may be in trouble. It's easier not to post in the first place, so you don't have to worry about getting noticed. If there's any doubt in your mind about what you can or can't say, keep it to yourself. It will be so much easier. Also, ask yourself whether you really need to say that and what you gain from it by doing that. You are just helping somebody to send out fictitious information, to stir up the share market or something like that. So you're being used. So if it's not your thing, don't do it. You don't get any benefit out of it. The answer is probably not enough to take a chance on losing your job. Remember, separate personal with professional social media presence. Social media posts and likes can remain online forever. Employees should be mindful of company's reputation when posting on its behalf. An employee should assume that clients and future employer will read your information on their personal account. So up to here, this is end of our lecture. In the next slide, we will be talking about the assignment that you have completed. I have done another separated video clip, so please refer to that and also the rubric. And as I have mentioned, you need to do two cases, one for email mistake, one for social media mistake, and each of them you give 3 points, either 1 point on the type of mistake and 2 points on the way to avoid it, or vice versa. So total, I'll be receiving 6 points from your presentation. Your presentation, you can do it in PowerPoint or in Powtoon, anything, something which make your words easier to deliver to me and also to deliver to the rest of your classmates. And of course, you can do it pre-recorded. If you think that it's difficult to switch from one person to another person to smoothen the presentation slot, you can do it pre-recorded, but during Q&A, please be present to answer. One last thing is, if you can do it live, it will be much better, but do get organized before we start. You plan ahead. Okay, let's say leaders start to say this 1.5 minutes. Then who is the next person? Who is the next person? Each team, there are 5 of you, right? So I'll be receiving 6 presentations. For week 2, it might be slightly in a hurry. I'll try to say less so that you have more time for your presentation. But for following week 3 and week 4 onwards, we will be able to breathe. Because week 3, there are 2 hours allocated for me for lecture. And then week 4, there will be 2 hours allocated for you to do presentation. So let us learn from time to time how to make it the best out of this 8 weeks. First week, we might have a little chaos, so we will adjust from there. So thank you all. These are some of the references if you need. You can look up and make sure when you cite the latest one. All the requirement has already been explained and stated in a separated video, so do watch all of them. So next class, I'll see you again. Bye.